Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I go by the name of Caution, Mr. 700. Let me turn my microphone down. You're now tapped into AllOva Radio, reporting live from Thug's Mansion, aka AllOva Media Studios, 8204 Elmbrook Drive, Dallas, Texas. If you're looking for some kind of work, whatever that may be. We're here with my brothers. I got my guy Ayo Clark to my right.
Hey yo.
My brother OB in this bitch.
Goddamn me.
My brother Ringo in this bitch as well.
What it is.
How y'all brothers doing, man?
Shit, Gucci can't complain.
Yeah, love.
And this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Same old.
Beautiful Sunday.
Good old alive.
Right.
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
alive, feeling good.
Say things could be much, much worse.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
All things considered, man. But definitely needed to tap in and get another episode in. I know there's been a lot of extra shit going on, a lot of different guests and shit that we have on here, but just getting back to the root of what it is, which is the pod in itself, man. So a lot of different things happen, man. You know, different music drop, anything drop, you know, that y'all been tapped into that, you know, y'all would like to let us in on.
What music I been fucking?
Not even to be what is the word? Cliche. Or not even cliche. What is it? Because we got the currency show.
Yeah.
I've been knocking out new currency though.
Which one?
The name.
The new one, yeah. Never catch us.
There you go.
Yeah, that motherfucker jam. I've been
The
fucking
shit with him and Harry Fraud?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I've been fucking with that Slim Thug and Propane double cut. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that whole jam too.
Yeah. I've been on not to even say, hold on, let me see. My bad. Let me see what I've been listening to, man. Shit. I know I've been tapped into that new Sky Zoo album.
Okay.
And that Keep Me Company shit, that shit is hard. Like,
Yeah.
but I'm a Sky Zoo fan though, so it's like if you really into bars and like intricate schemes,
Right,
and he got a song in there called Jazz in the Projects, where bro is just simile scheme, you know, all that shit. And at the end of the song, he explaining everything that he said in the song.
Right.
And I was like, oh, you an ill nigga for that, because I would have
Yeah.
never took the time to go back and break down every bar. But
Right.
just for those into that kind of shit, man, you know, that's definitely one. The currency shit especially. I'm gonna say if I'm listening to the currency shit, I'm listening to the last shit he got with DJ Fresh,
Right.
the most recent project they got, because that shit is hard. Like I fuck with him and Fraud, but the shit with him and Fraud just sound like Miami music to me now. A lot of that shit just sound like speedboat music, which I still
That's
fuck
what
with.
it is.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I fuck
just
with
been,
it for
you know,
that.
I've been doing that just to get in the mood because the show.
Yeah.
We've been had what 4 good nights listening to this.
Oh yeah, it's finna go up, bro. It's about to go
Might
up.
as well get in the mood.
Yeah.
So
That new, well, I can't say new, that West Side Gun shit that recently came out. The new Mac Miller, I've been listening to that a lot.
yeah, I fuck with the Mac too.
I ain't check.
And the West Side.
Yeah, those two I've been listening to quite a bit of.
I like this new album he did.
Well, I've been
The
knocking
West Side
I've been
Gun.
knocking a lot of stove, guy. I just typed the nigga name in because since he don't have no new projects, I just
Right.
all that nigga greatest hits, the features and shit. So something I can run off of.
Facts. Nah, man, I'm definitely interested in the show coming up, man. I know we do a lot of talking about that. But you know, definitely going through his catalog, especially, is always an interesting thing. I seen an interesting article. I don't know if it was an article. It was OK Player or something like that, where they had the Mount Rushmore mixtapes.
Mixtape.
Oh yeah, I seen it.
And I think it was Wayne. It was
50 Cent.
It was
Wayne, 50
Gucci.
Cent.
No, it was like Wayne, Gucci, Currency, and one other person. And it was a discussion about whether 50 Cent should be on there or not, or like whether Fabulous should be on there because of his mixtape run and shit like that.
I think both of them.
Yeah. I think 50 I think 50 especially because like early 50, his mixtapes were kind of like synonymous to how we doing them now, when he was just taking random niggas beats and rapping on it. That shit wasn't really happening like that a whole lot back then.
So
you know what I'm
basically,
saying?
he started it.
Kind of, sort of, if you want to be kind of honest and true, like the mixtape, just as far as how niggas was dropping them in. Because if you go back to like 50 Cent is the Future and all them early mixtapes, nigga, that was like early 2000s. Like,
You're right.
you see what I'm saying? Like, that was before any of the droughts or the dedications or any of that. But if you was going to ask me the greatest mixtape artist of all time, it's Lil Wayne.
Gotta be.
Easily.
Most definitely.
Easily, bro.
Because Wayne been killing shit.
There's not a nigga who has more work on mixtapes than Wayne, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Even if you go back to the squad days.
Yeah, come on, bro. The squad up shit. Come on, bro. And same with Currency. I think a lot of people get Currency fucked up because they believe a lot of his shit is albums, but a lot of these are basically mixtapes.
Yeah.
That's why I got him in my top.
And that's why he can frequently put them out the way he does, even though it's over original instrumentation. I feel like it's still there. So yeah, Currency is definitely gonna be in there.
Gotta be.
And he's the only nigga whose music I still listen to that's on that list. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be honest.
And he grabbed new people.
Facts.
Like the new younger generation. That's what really tripped me out about him. Because you gotta think about where we at. And we still listen to Currency, but when we started from listening to Currency, it was like early 2000s.
Nah, for real.
Like, well, that's like mixtape era. And then fast forward all the way to now, we still listening to this shit. And new, like the younger generation, he has a whole like 2 different new generations that listen to his shit. So it's like, damn, bro, like that's like you don't even see too many like rappers, and even on that list that's doing that. Even with Lil Wayne, he still drop shit, but ain't nobody really get too excited about his shit that he drop. You know what I'm saying? And he still has his own people. Don't get me wrong,
Future, yeah. So yeah, Future definitely belongs on that list as well because some of his best work is his mixtape base. Yeah.
I can't even hold you though. Yeah.
Shout out Future.
No facts, bro.
But yeah, 50 Cent definitely up there for me, and I can't. Fab either. He's got to be that 6 man.
Yeah, he's on there definitely.
Coming off the bench type shit. Like,
and for Fab later on in his career at that, because that wasn't really like the early Fab, but like as he got to like the summertime shootouts and all that kind of shit. Yeah, that nigga really turned up at a phase. So yeah, you got to put him on there too, bro. Like I'm sorry.
Jamie too.
Not a lot of niggas you can though. I mean, but that definitely was a list that I found.
What about what's the nigga name? Didn't Joe Budden have a nice little mixtape series?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was as prolific, but still, you know what I'm saying? Still in the nature of like a couple of them in a row were pretty decent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember like 2 of them shits.
Like the No Love Lost, the All Love Lost, all that kind of shit. Like the Mute Musics and all them hosts he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that shit was pretty timely. So
they be sleeping on Joe, bro.
Yeah,
they be sleeping on him. Everything because of the little shit he do now. And all that shit, like, they don't. It's like they don't respect him like it's rap, it's music. Like they don't like know, like bro can go in.
Yeah.
I don't think he really practicing nothing like he used to. Maybe he do.
Yeah. Nah, man. Just I'd say I'm trying to think of anybody else that comes to mind when I'm thinking of mixtapes, though.
That's what I'm trying to think about.
Yeah,
who else I can think about? Them same people who we all done said.
I said Gucci, Jeezy.
Yeah, Gucci, Jeezy.
But I think he on there. That's what I thought. I think Jeezy already on there.
Yeah.
I think he took it to a whole nother level.
He just jumped off with that trap shit.
Yeah.
Niggas weren't even ready for that shit. Yeah.
T.I. wasn't even doing mixtapes. He didn't even have no mixtape series.
He had
like
a few of them in his early career.
No, that was just shit people put together. Like the DJ.
He had a Gangsta Grizz, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think so.
That one.
But like you said, if somebody put together.
Yeah.
Didn't Dipset have a couple mixtapes?
But they shit wasn't popping like that. Their albums was more popular. Like
probably out there. You know what I'm saying? Probably in New York. One would assume I would have to tap in with somebody from New York to ask because I don't remember.
Like Joel Santana had a few mixtapes.
Because I Can't Feel My Face was technically a mixtape.
Yeah, a lot of that shit that I'm going by shit that reached Cali.
You'd have to throw I Can't Feel My Face in there then.
Nah, for sure.
But can we put, now that we talk about the artists, but can you put the DJs behind it? Can you put DJ Drama? Because all his mixtapes.
He'd be a king.
He would be the main person.
That's what I'm saying. On the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he'd be the primary.
But then at the same time, just to keep it fair to the South, can't you put all the Swisher House mixtapes on there too?
Yeah, you'd have to consider that
all the DJ Screw shits.
For something to have the biggest impact as it did, definitely. For it to spawn as many niggas as it did and all that kind of shit, man.
Especially back in that day.
That's a culture.
I was a screw head, nigga. You can tell me nothing, nigga.
Screw me.
Chameleon and Power Wall, Slim Thug, nigga.
Yeah.
They created culture. I like when you sit back and you see the music as the culture goes with the music.
Right.
You know when you hear that shit, you think of this Houston shit. You know what I'm saying? Dallas got their own little shit, but in Texas, it's known for DJ Screw. Like that's all of Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Screw. Like I say, Screw.
Now we don't get wrong. We was damn sure fucking with That's how that's like Screw shit. That's like
that's what I'm saying. Trigger down all the niggas.
Lil Flip.
Yeah, he all them.
He had a mixtape too.
Yeah, nice run too.
Nah, Lil Flip had a cold run. Yeah,
nice run as
especially
well.
back in that day. Just around for like just the South period, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anybody on the West Coast that had a mixtape series, but I can't really think of one.
Game.
Nipsey.
Oh man.
Nipsey,
what the fuck am I thinking about?
I don't know why we shit.
Yeah,
That's all his fucking projects was mixtapes, except for the last one.
For sure.
All of them was mixtapes. Prince Shaw, Mailbox Money, Bullets Ain't Got No Names. Like all these is mixtapes. Like,
Mailbox Money is probably one of my favorite ones.
I didn't even think about it. That's crazy.
It didn't cross my mind either.
Straight up. Shout out Nip.
Yeah, man. Shout out
Bullets Ain't Got No
Names. Who else besides Nip was doing like mixtapes like that?
I mean, they were doing them, but they weren't like
they wasn't hot. We talking about people that was like
they wasn't reaching like Nipsey shit was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And if you ask niggas out there, they'll name a bunch of niggas who we probably wouldn't know. So the regional shit is different, and you got to kind of state that in advance when you're talking about these things. We're not really talking about a regional mix only.
Right.
We're talking about people whose shit reached other cities and shit like that. So let me ask y'all, bro, how y'all feel about Kanye crashing out for the 50th time? Y'all interested in that?
Nope.
I'm tired of that nigga.
Nah.
Somebody,
damn sure tired of this nigga, bro.
So I think it's a bigger question about like, is his relevance still the same? Because if Kanye did what he's doing now 6, 7 years ago, this would be a fucking shitstorm. Like this would be all people would talk about.
Oh, they be like, man, you seen what's up with Kanye West? They be like, now it's more so like, man, bro,
it's kind of fatigued a little bit. You're kind of tired of him.
And that was weird to me is that nobody's like saying, unless I missed it, is that like nobody's offering like trying to say, hey, this nigga need help. Like,
well, they have. He just says, "Fuck y'all. I don't need help."
I don't think he give a shit, man.
Yeah, I think he just on some fuck y'all. Like, I don't want your help, nigga. I didn't ask for y'all's help. Like, don't help me. Then he comes with some outrageous shit. Cause you see everybody
help me.
Everybody that stands next to the nigga, he eventually turns against. Remember, he was out here with Ty Dolla $ign all over the place. Now they don't get along no more. You know what I'm saying?
When he with Big Sean.
Oh yeah, all them niggas dead to him. Like Big Sean, Pusha T, Tiana Taylor, John Legend.
He dead to them.
They did both. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's just one of them cases of where niggas worn out his welcome a little bit as far as that goes. But he, on the other hand, feels like everybody should be worshiping or in debt to him for the shit that he's done for them. And it's still like, because I seen some shit with the Game the other day. I guess Game had commented on one of Drake's picture that had top 5 in it, and Jay went behind him and was like, "It's funny how I gave this nigga Game 2 Maybachs." And he out here
be in his
this nigga top 5. And the nigga Game was like, "Nigga, you could come get these motherfuckers. Like, I didn't ask you for no cars, nigga. You gave them to me." But it's just like everybody he rock with, he end up turning against, bro. And like, what do you have at the end of the day once you run out of niggas that take your side? Like,
Nothing. And that's the sad part about it, because like you said, now we just like, bro, go sit down. I don't even want. Every time something come up, I'm like, scroll. I don't care.
I don't
care what the niggas talking about.
We still got on the side as a children.
Yeah, no. So I seen he did he made a comment about Taylor Swift here recently. And
leave that nigga.
Yeah, alone, bro. So he
why you gonna say damn?
So he basically what happened was he tweeted and said, "I'll show you an example of racism. Justin Bieber and Harry Styles blanked Taylor Swift from both sides and didn't call me." Then he said, "On everything, this tweet is 1000% true."
Man, this dude.
He said they busted down?
Yeah.
And he be talking too goddamn much. He said too much shit, bro. So like your player card been revoked.
Right. So in response to that, according to the Daily Mail, Swift sent him a cease and desist, calling the post false, defamatory, and amounting to sexual harassment.
Good job, white girl.
You know what I'm saying? So
and I don't even fuck with y'all.
That was the most recent thing there that he said that kind of had him backtracking. I know he apologized for the shit he said to Jay-Z about their kids and shit like that.
He just said,
that shit was good. Oh yeah, bro. You can never be cool.
Yeah,
bro. He just said he hate that. It's safe to say I hate Jay-Z or some shit you said.
Yeah. Say, bro,
yesterday or today.
When that's what you call like shooting the hand that fed you or whatever shit. You know what I'm trying to say, but nigga, like boy, that's crazy as hell. How you go from y'all just this did an album together, and I could see some shit fall off because I still be tripping about the Freddie Gibbs and what's his name shit. Yeah, I'm like, bro, but y'all was like on another like. You like, little bro, like, come on, bro.
Nah, you know what I signified?
Hey, be quiet.
What signified the end for me, bro, was watching that. Was it the Genius, the Yeezus, the documentary?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that shit.
That was kind of it. And I feel like I got the. I got what I needed.
Never watched what he was talking about.
Oh, bro, come on.
That's his mom was treating him.
Basically, what it is it's a documentary that starts pretty much at the start of his career and talks about everything,
right? Yeah.
All the way up until his recent, extra shit. But what it does is it kind of gives you an appreciation for the nigga that we got to know and love back in the day. Yeah. Like the nigga whose music that we really rock with. That era of Kanye, it shows you that, bro. And it's super dope. Yeah. But then it tailors off at the end and you see kind of like the turn in him to where he's just kind of incoherent and talking shit that people don't understand.
Yeah.
But it's a great watch though. It's on Netflix, so if you get a chance, bro,
It's on, what is it called?
Genius.
I'm gonna go check. When we leave
Bro,
here, I'm gonna
check
check
that
that shit
shit
out.
out,
Netflix or
bro.
Hulu?
Netflix out there.
It's Netflix.
Netflix?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
Netflix.
all right.
It was done by the niggas who used to be with him all the time. I can't remember the nigga's name, and I apologize.
He got into it with them, I think.
Yeah, he don't fuck with them at all. But he had because the footage is too close to home for him not to have. You could tell it was the niggas that was with him every day.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's definitely worth a watch, bro. But yeah, that signified the end for me because it was like, okay, I get what I needed. I get to see him in that light that I appreciated him in.
Yeah.
Nostalgia, I got that, and then I seen where he turned and why I don't fuck with him no more. And so that was enough for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just think right now it's a fight for attention for him.
That's all it is.
Like you
That's
keep mentioning
crazy.
Drake, you keep
That's all
mentioning
it
Kendrick
is.
because you want somebody to say something to you.
Wasn't that nigga begging Kendrick to do
He's
something?
still begging.
on, bro.
Now he had a post up that said that
They didn't take you serious, bro. They
basically
just
he
like,
feels like Kendrick is trying to supplant Kendrick to take his place. He's calling him an industry plant because Kendrick has 24 Grammys and he said that they trying to erase everything that Kanye's done. And I'm just
That's
like,
your
bro,
fault.
that's your fault. Like you did all this, bro.
man.
So yeah,
Listen,
I don't have no sympathy for that nigga.
When black folks tired of your ass, we was rocking with your ass. Never just
Yeah.
like, bro, I don't even know who you going to get. Just shut up, bro. Just going on, bro.
Yeah, it seemed like
bro.
he was for the people in the beginning.
It
was,
was,
bro.
And then
A whole left turn,
A whole
man.
left turn. Like I
But I
said,
think his mother, the only person that understood him, man.
Yeah, or that had enough, influence over him. Yeah, and I feel like he's that kind of person that constantly needs to, Kanye, you the greatest. Yeah,
And that's what
Kanye.
she was on in the
You know what I'm saying?
documentary.
That's her
That's what
job.
she's
You know what I'm saying? That's what your mother's job is. She should be.
he ain't got that no more.
Nah, bro. And it's like I don't think he knows how to deal with like the industry the way that
Life.
it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, life in
Apparently
the
life,
industry.
nigga,
Like
yeah.
everything ain't peaches and cream, bro. Like so you dealing with these people, you getting too close, first of all. I wouldn't feel like none of these niggas was my friends.
Yeah.
These is niggas you met in the industry.
Yeah.
Why are we playing? You can have associates, but we talking about niggas that you see on the regular, that you talk to, all that kind of shit. So
I think it's at his age, bro. He should know who. I mean, I think we all went through like
there's something wrong with that.
like when you a kid, you growing up, you had a partner that's fuck you over. But that's what I'm saying. I think something's wrong with him, but
Yeah.
I don't think I don't know, bro. You get like you say, you get too close,
Yeah.
and you be up under everybody. I mean, it's like you begging for attention.
Yeah.
You too old for that
He
shit.
keep getting his heart broken.
Yeah, I think
Right.
he on drugs.
I mean, I'm sure he probably.
I think he can hide that shit, but I don't know how hard of a high it is. I don't know if he's like a heavy drug nigga, but I just feel like
What if he not though,
Yeah,
bro?
you
What if he
never
just
know.
fucked up in the head?
Nah, I know he smokes a little weed. I've seen him smoke weed on camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I know he does that, but I don't know if he does anything other than that though.
Right.
I know he does the whippets. They say he be doing them whippets.
Oh, that's what. If they doing that, then his
he's-
head all fucked up.
Yeah, they say he do them whippets and shit
Shit,
like
that
that.
shit
so.
ate his brain cells.
But shout out to the old Kanye, man. And
Oh, easy.
I never look for him to come back again. I don't even listen to his music for
Me either.
hope that he's gonna get it back again.
ain't
I'm
no
just
coming
kind of
back.
That ain't
over
coming
it.
back,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm over it, bro. But
Because
shout out
now
to
he
the
bought
old
everybody's
Kanye.
style. He bought off everybody else.
Yeah, but everything sounds regurgitated. It all
Yeah.
sounds like I don't want to hear this.
But
And it's like there's better versions of you now.
He'll try to sound like a Drake. He'll try to sound like a Kendrick. He'll try to sound like
See, the
that.
interesting part of the music industry is if a person is beloved or they great in a certain extent, you'll start to see different pieces of them in other artists.
Right.
Yeah.
So like when Pac was out, you'll never see a person be just like Pac.
Right.
But there was individuals like Ja Rule who can take pieces of Pac. There
Yeah.
was parts of Pac that 50 Cent,
Yeah,
DMX
50
took
Cent.
parts of Pac.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Even
Yeah.
with Jay-Z, Lupe Fiasco took parts of Jay-Z.
There you
And
go.
Young Chris had parts. And Memphis Bleak had parts of him. Like the difference with Kanye is we have Kid Cudi. We have J. Cole.
Right.
We have Big Sean.
Right.
We have all these people that have taken parts of you and like perfected them to where we don't have to get it from you no more. Even Drake in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, and even now that I'm looking back on how he did Drake, bro, that shit is so fucked up. I don't understand. At first, I was pro Kanye in that beef, but I'm pro Drake in the Drake and Kanye beef, bro. Because
Well, I ain't like.
bro, they've always had some back and forth where the Drake fuck Kim Kardashian, whether Drake kind of was in his space coming up, and Drake really said that 808s and Heartbreak was the reason that he created So Far Gone. Like that was the primary inspiration for that. So he's always giving the niggas props. He even rapped on Say You Will shit and killed that shit. So what happened was they just worked together and the personalities didn't mix. And so Kanye is like, I'm the big homie, nigga. You should respect me. All of this. So he was working on the life of Pablo, told Drake to come down and him and his producer to come down to work, but he never told him he was working on the album. So Drake said his producer went down first. got there and was like, nah, bro, I think something else is going on here. This ain't just no cook up. Like, I think he working on the album. Mm-hmm. And so when Drake got there, he saw that that's what it was. But you know, he get there, he a fan. So Drake telling his business, hey, I got a kid on the way. I got to deal through this. You know, I'm not real good with my baby mama. All this kind of shit. They having a real heart-to-heart type shit. So he ends up writing the 30 hours for Kanye on that album. He wrote another one. I can't think of which one it was. He wrote 30 hours and another song on there. And so I guess in response to that, Kanye gave him a beat. Right? And so Drake was kind of like, whatever, I came out here, worked on your album, even though you told me that this wasn't what it was. At least I got a beat out of it. I'm going to go about my business. He gets back to Toronto, he says, there's a song on the radio with the beat that Kanye gave him, that scoop-diddy-poop. Scoop-diddy-doop-diddy-poop. Remember that shit Kanye did? That's why he did it. He gave that beat to Drake to use. Yeah. Drake made a song to it. Kanye did some bullshit on it and put it out as a real song. Damn. So the nigga couldn't use it.
Oh, that's foul.
Remember, we all was like, why the fuck did he make a song talking about swoop diddy poop and all that shit? Yeah. Like all that was supposed to be a Drake song.
On Drake though?
That's the only nobody knows, bro. Nobody knows why he hates Drake so much. I did hear recently that he reached out for Drake for a feature, and Drake told that nigga to like not even his wildest dreams or something. He told that nigga something. I don't know what he said to him,
so,
but like,
why would I want like
the nigga is wild. The nigga turned on Jay-Z. He don't fuck with Dame. Well, him and Dame Dash kind of fuck around, but I don't fuck with Dame Dash.
Well, if you turn on Jay-Z, bro, I wouldn't like. I mean,
what's left, my nigga?
Like, why y'all think they stopped?
Because he dope. I mean, just me personally. You know, of course I don't know, but just listen to what y'all telling me. I stopped fucking with him too.
Right.
Shit, bro, because like people like that, bro, you didn't talk shit. Nah, bro, hell no.
Yeah, he's a wild boy.
You wild motherfucker. I've been stopped fucking with your ass too. Yeah, shit, I'm not no big Drake fan like that, but I'm on Drake's side, like you said, nigga. Like I would have been like, nah, bro. Yeah, I ain't fucking with that. And then why you trying to hide? You trying to do a. I think it wouldn't even been a problem you doing a album. Just say you doing an album, bro. Right. Why would you come out and do the album?
Why is it fucking
So why is it a secret that you doing that? That's what I'm like saying, because I don't understand that part. Like, why is it such a big secret that you couldn't say Drake, I'm doing an album?
Wouldn't that entice niggas to come? Like, hey, pause.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm doing an album. Yeah.
I think he has an obsession with Drake. I think there's more to that than what people really bring up.
Because wasn't he just saying he was just giving him his flowers or something?
He had an interview with somebody where he was talking about how great of a writer Drake was, because he was like, how dope is it that I could have Drake come and write for me, and you know, put out. He said Drake came out there, heard the song, and just put the shit together right there on the spot for him. And it was just like, oh, okay, well, you got love for the nigga. Why you? I don't understand but you know, a nigga smashed your chick at some point in time, just like we was talking about with the Kardashians. We'll get to that in a second.
That could be also jealousy, bro.
Yeah, I think there's something that ties into it.
Just like this will never happen. Just like me and Clark, we cool. I low key don't like Clark because he been busting bitch down, but I don't say nothing like. Right. But at the same time I'm doing hoe shit. But Clark looking like, damn, he supposed to be my nigga. I thought we was cool. Type shit.
Exactly what that nigga on.
And that's why I'm like, nah, boy, fuck bro. You going on, bro.
Yeah, he a different kind of nigga, bro. I just feel like
that's why nobody's fucking with him.
Yeah, at this point we've given a nigga enough passes. Enough time has passed. I'm grown as fuck now. When I was younger, this was interesting. It's not no more. You know what I'm saying?
Got them loyal fans that still fuck with him, so that's why he's still.
It ain't too many.
I think they kind of dwindling too.
Yeah, I think that's kind of going
down too. He said, regardless if they dwindling or not, there's still something there, and right for the time being. But like I said, in a minute you're gonna lose them two motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm finna say he's mostly probably his old shit, because I never listened to none of his newer shit.
Yeah, that last shit I hadn't listened to either of the projects with him and Ty Dolla $ign. I ain't listened to none of them. I ain't listened to either one of those.
I listened to the first one.
I did listen to the project. Whichever one before he put it on the little player. Remember he had the shit that he released on the little music player only.
Oh yeah.
I didn't listen to that one, but I listened to the project right before that. Whatever that was. Yeah. So that was the last one I listened to. I don't really have the urgency in my mind to want to hear or play that nigga's music, bro. Man, but shout out to him for the Yeezys though. You know, I'll always be indebted to you for that, my brother. One of my favorite pair of sneakers of all time. And now that you can't get them hoes nowhere for retail no more, or never find a pair, they said they've gotten rid of that. Adidas said they've gotten rid of all their Yeezy stock. They don't have no more Yeezy anything. They've sold all that shit.
I got the original part like that for everybody wanted. I got those original parts.
Yeah, bro. All them hoes is gone now. So if you want them, you're gonna have to hit up one of them sites and pay a nigga out of pocket for them, because they ain't.
I wonder if they taxing on them.
Oh, you know they are. You know they are. Just because.
Because they ain't coming out no more?
Just because them hoes gonna fuck around and start falling apart anyway. If you got the most recent pairs of them hoes is falling anyway.
That's just 3 months ago.
All right, I got another question for y'all, brothers. Is there an age limit on wanting to be married?
Nah. Hell no.
So you feel like you can get to your 60s and still be like, I want to go ahead and get married again?
Yeah.
I think that's the perfect age. 50, 60.
50. Oh my God.
That's just
all right, so listen. So I'm gonna ask y'all a real question because I mean, obviously my question is already answered here, so I don't exclude your boy. But is there a certain age that y'all are waiting to get to before y'all saying, okay, right now?
Not with me. It's just finding the right one.
No,
at least not with me.
Would there be an age too old for you to do it?
Nah,
I don't think you never too
know.
old.
You never know who you're gonna meet.
Right.
Yeah. I'm more so on. Honestly, I'm just trying to get my money.
I'm finna come see you. Don't answer my question before I answer it because I'm getting there too.
I need to get my bread.
Say,
shit.
Why ain't y'all? So what are y'all niggas waiting for?
Shit, I'm broke.
Nigga honest.
I mean, it don't necessarily.
When I say broke, don't because I don't want to put it in the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I'm just
financial
I'm also a financial. I'm not financially ready to be.
Right.
What part of marriage do you feel that not being ready financially would hurt you at?
Shit, I feel like just being a man, being able to take care of all your responsibilities as a man and taking care of the bills. I know a lot of people be talking that shit, and shit, I believe in a nigga because that's what I seen. My daddy take care of my stepdad take care of my mama.
I can feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you get in a position where you taking care of yourself and you just getting by, but then you get married, now you got a whole other person.
Because you have to. I look at it like this, bro. Whether her daddy in her life or not, cliche, you is her daddy.
In a sense, yeah.
In a sense, and you need to you have to take care of this
taking
woman.
that responsibility.
You need to take care of responsibility because if she had a close thing with her daddy, nigga, her daddy, that's why they started giving her away her daughter.
Yeah,
giving away his daughter because you know what I'm saying. Because now you as a man, you taking over his part.
You got that expectation.
You got to make sure she fed. If she get knocked up, you got to make sure she fed. You take care of her.
Yeah, you become everything. Protectors, finance her, all that.
She taking care of if she paying bills, and everybody dynamic is different. We going 50-50. That's on y'all shit, whatever. And if you can pay majority of the bill as a man, at least try to pay like 80%.
Right.
She pay whatever her little extra little shit.
So
women got that little shit.
Do y'all believe in the sense that like a lot of women say about men, especially black men, right? They say that we wait till we get out of our prime before we're ready to get married, and so it's this post great version of you that we're getting. Why couldn't we get you while you were in your prime?
What is our prime?
There you go.
In their minds, and this is maybe this is a cultural thing. And me and my wife had this conversation. Why in our culture do we believe that we supposed to have it all together in our 20s?
No,
you're not. You're not.
You see what I'm saying? But like in a lot of people like, oh, I'm gonna be married by 25. I'm gonna have a house and kids by 30. A lot of women think that way, especially growing up. I know that's like the ideal thought process.
Right.
But for some reason, I guess they feel like once we're older, now that we got out of our whole phase, and now that we've settling down in life, you know what I'm saying? Now we want to get married. And I think that's a big deal for women, but when you think about it, for a lot of us, bro, we don't really think about marriage in our 20s.
I think traditionally, though, I can't even say traditionally, but if you think of the aspect of marriage, is like you find somebody when you're younger and then get married.
You grow with them.
Right. That's why most of the old people back in the day, you think about it, you always hear them like, shit, we was in high school together.
Right.
You were like, damn, and y'all still.
But that's a very good point, though. Yeah, that's a very good point, because even in my situation, and I can speak from experience, like I met my wife when she was in high school. I just graduated from high school.
Right.
And so I've known her that long. I'm probably, if it had it been anybody else, I wouldn't have done it.
I'm gonna say that the high school sweetheart thing, I go with that. Shout out to the high school sweethearts.
Nah, facts. Big facts.
But like trying to figure it out later on down in life, and
that's what the growing part. Because I got I got a homeboy and homegirl. They was in high school together, had kids together, grew together, and you see them, but you see them in real life. They really like the progression.
Right,
I can see, and I think that's like with everybody. When you meet somebody, you just want to see the progression of you going up.
What's the biggest
problem is? People don't see that progression.
Women don't play that shit. Women want to see,
not for real.
Like what's going on? What's like
every little
like all you gonna be the nigga I need you to take care of me for.
But see, a lot of them aren't comfortable with the fact that you're not willing to express to them why it's not progressing though.
Because y'all use it against a nigga.
Right.
So a lot of
they don't realize that shit. They don't even really be thinking. It's like they use it to someone, and someone might not bluntly use what you use your faults against you. It may be in a whole nother way, and you sitting here like, damn, bro, you really trying to handle me, my nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, it may come back up though. I'm not trying to put put it on you like that, but then it's like, well, I didn't want to do this because you told me this.
Yeah.
Kind of almost like a sympathy.
And then after a while, the nigga just get tired. You be like, bro,
I was just about to ask, what's the biggest deterrent from, like, maybe if you do, say if you've been rocking with somebody for whatever the time period you feel is acceptable to get to know and be ready for that, what's the biggest deterrent most of the time when it comes to like dealing with the opposite sex? Like, what's your turn off to wanting to be married? Like, what are you looking at and saying, damn, that's a red flag, it's causing me to not want to do this?
When the sex stops.
But listen, like
talking about during the marriage.
So you mean like during the marriage? Yeah.
Women, period, man. Sometimes they get to a point where they check out, and you mentally don't know when they checked out.
Right.
You got and that's when you got to really learn your woman.
I was just about to say that's the biggest deal, bro.
You have to learn your woman. Learning your woman, you will know when she. You will know when she's checked out.
But there's certain triggers, and from my experience, dealing with the same person for so long, like you should know. And not to give too much of my business away, but you should know the things that your woman appreciates to make, like, everything is a domino effect.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just niggas think you show up at home, drop your pants and be like, let's fuck. And it's like, no,
you can't do that.
There's certain shit that be a lie. So if I got kids, I know, okay, I got to get home. Is dinner done? Bet. Kids need a bath. Y'all in the bathtub? Bet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get in the bed.
You helping some way,
you doing what you need to do. And I even had a conversation with some people at work because they asked me, it was some females, and they was like, oh, we know your wife don't cook, because I talk about cooking and shit because I like to eat, and we was bachelors living together, nigga. Somebody we had to know how to cook type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just tell them, hey, if it's shit that I want cooked a certain way, I do it myself. And if she got shit she good at, she do it. And I was like, but see, that's the reason why y'all aren't married though, because y'all don't understand that. Y'all think this is a competition. No, like we are opting in and out of this on a daily. Oh, you making the spaghetti? Cool, you do it better than me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got to work late tonight? I'm gonna whip some shit up. Like, and so once you have
it's not a give or take.
We're balancing this shit, bro.
It has to be that. It has to be.
It doesn't work any other way. It's a nightmare, bro. When you, especially, and I know we talked about this on the show before, as far as communication and shit like that. But that's probably the biggest thing in this situation is that people aren't able to communicate what they want from a partner, knowing that you agreeing to spend your whole life with them. So if you like sex every night, nigga, you better tell her that before you get down on one knee.
And it go both ways.
Right.
Because it could be a woman like she want to fuck.
Right. Or if you're a woman that want a nigga with 6 figures, tell me that before I get down on one knee.
There you go.
And then now you trying to talk shit about me because I ain't where you. I'm not where you want me to be. But you want to say the thing of me having a ring on my finger just to sell off to your friends.
Right. But again, that goes along the lines with communicate.
That's how you know we're a great podcast, bro. Because y'all niggas lead into my next question every time. So, do women choose the wrong partners for marriage due to their impatience?
Yes. Sometimes, and I think niggas do too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think men and women do too. And then when a man ain't moving in a woman's speed, he get listed like, oh shit. Other women tell your girl, oh, he wasting your time.
Right.
And I be seeing this on social media and shit. I be like, how do y'all put a time frame on when we should be knowing each other? Because you could know somebody for 3 years and they women be like, well, we've been talking for 3 years. You should want to marry me.
No.
You be thinking in your head like 3 years, that's not enough to be really knowing somebody.
Right.
Because if y'all really want to go by the dynamics, what if we moving together in 3 years, we get a marriage and then your pussy trash? But I don't know how to tell you that because I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Right.
Oh, my dick ain't what you wanted to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But and then you don't want to hurt my feelings, so you start doing your thing.
Right. No, that's
the fucked up part.
That's crazy.
Thing, man.
But like you said, and a lot of women don't understand. It's like, well, he fucked off on me. Well, you ain't fucked this nigga in 6-7 months. He didn't already tell your ass what's up. And he told you multiple times, but you didn't bother. Whatever you didn't shoot, and then like I said, and I'm not taking no sides. Let's go the other way around too. Shit, you can't come home. I know you been working and shit, my nigga, but you can't come home and your girl been doing this shit and she trying to get freaky. You just trying to blow off, play your game.
Trying to play the game.
You on some bullshit.
Yeah, you a couple times.
And listen, let's take sex out of it. Fuck the sex, intimacy, and all.
Really?
Because I just went to a whole thing Sunday, a men's group therapy list thing Sunday, and I'd be surprised. And I was just like, when a nigga was 60, the old school dude was there. I can't remember his name. He was 65 years old. And he said he is happily divorced. And when he got to explain it to me, he said, "Yeah, I did my thing." He was like, "I did my thing," and you know what I'm saying. I was coming home when he was about to sex. I was coming home. He was an actual doctor. Like nigga was on his shit. He said, "We got business and everything." He was coming home, bills paid and all that shit. He couldn't even hold his wife's hand. He come home trying to hold her hand and shit, and she was just like, "Yeah, he just trying to be intimate, not even on no fucking shit." And that's like this cut up on the cast type shit, and she wasn't with it. And he said shit. He finally was like at the while, and this nigga's like 65. He like, shit, I ain't gonna lie, I stepped out. And then I stepped out. He realized. He's like, bro, I gotta go and get. This ain't what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And women be thinking we don't have no heart. And like, nigga, when you know you done did some fucked up shit, you wrong, nigga be feeling bad. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so he knew then. He was like, bro, it's really over with me and my wife on the cool, and we've been together for this long, and he hate to say it, but it's like, damn, it's time for me to move around. I didn't want to fuck off on you, but I didn't fuck off on you, and I should have been gone a long time ago.
So is marriage the end goal? Because I know some players, man, that
a lot of niggas listen,
and some players like.
I think some people are made to get married, not married. Like some people are supposed to get married, but some people ain't. I mean, don't get married.
Which is crazy though. Like, just think about it in a sense though. Like, knowing the nigga. And I'll ask Clark this because I know Clark and Logan has time, right? So, like, knowing the nigga long enough, being married probably is the most, like, outside the norm ass shit that I probably have ever done. You know what I'm saying? Like, just knowing the character. And so I guess at some point you just kind of be like, all right, that's it. Like, all right.
I'm sitting my ass down.
Yeah, but even like, so
when you gonna sit your ass down though?
Yeah.
Hell, even me, when I'm gonna sit my ass down?
So there
might not be required.
There are reports though that do state that those who marry in their early 20s are somewhat more likely to report that they are happy and sexually satisfied compared to those who marry later. So there is something to marrying younger because for one, you still want to get it popping. Your life is still you still growing and getting to know shit.
See, I think once you're older though, and then get married in your older days, you done been around the block a couple times. When you get married younger, you've been popping the same chick, or you just your old lady for
and y'all
so
should be
years.
trying
so you know
shit.
what to expect.
They call those cornerstone marriages because people provide a foundation as partners, forge family life, and hit milestones like education and career together, and then often struggling some financially at the start. The other ones that are later after 25 or older are called capstone marriages. And this involves people who are 25 or older. The term acknowledges that individuals have already launched and feel ready to cap off accomplishments like the education and career. So they've already accomplished a lot, but they're putting marriage at the forefront after they've done all their shit individually. So it's like if you're a nigga who get in the league and you've dominated as an individual your whole career, now you want to win the championship, so you go join the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? You become Karl Malone, damn nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the part that the women always speak back to. But I think that's a common thing though. I think that's on both hands. Because if you talk to a woman between the age of 20 and 30, bro, those are some of the most overly focused women on career that I've ever met.
You're not right now?
Yeah, bro, you're not deterring these women between, if they like really focus on school and work, like you're not finna tell these women what to do with their lives.
You have to be on that.
You gotta be on that level. You can't be like, real talk, bro. Because if she right here already, bro, and if you really smart, bro, and I know right now for me, I be seeing it's like crazy because a lot of women making their bread.
Right.
It's more harder for niggas to really get out here and try to make their money. I mean, it's damn sure possible. We just gotta just do a whole bunch of more extra shit.
You gotta be bringing something to the table.
You gotta be bringing something to the table
that she doesn't have already.
Yeah.
Because if she got the bad car, you nigga bringing up that Beamer or that Jag ain't.
And you be surprised, man. You can meet a woman and she really on her shit, and you think you on your shit until you find out, damn, this how much you make.
Shit, that's what you doing.
Shit, I thought, oh shit.
Especially down here in Dallas.
Like on Martin Lawrence when he found out Gina made more money than him. He was like, since when? Since forever. But she didn't want to hurt his feelings because back then them older niggas
you
like,
pull up in that 600, nigga, and she pull up in that 7, nigga.
But I thought that was for me being single. I ain't gonna lie. My single life, what I did notice is like the quality of women for me, career wise, started to be like a little bit higher. So I would be talking to people who had kind of already gotten to where they want to be. Either they had just graduated from somewhere or starting their career field and all that kind of shit. And so it was like, I was always a stop and start kind of nigga. Like I didn't mind going to a job, working it, getting fired, starting at another job that I was making more money at. But you realize when you do that, you keep cutting yourself at the legs. You see what I'm saying?
You ain't never growing.
Right. And so that was my main thing. It was like, oh, I need to stick with it like y'all doing. Like that, it's not even hard. I just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I will say that like being in the dating world right now
sucks, man.
I'd be lost, bro. I'd be lost.
Everybody want to get. It's like no matter what age. everybody want to get their money up and get their shit up.
Right.
And then we go talk shit about. I'm just saying what I see.
Right.
We go talk shit about each other, not really knowing what's the aspect. I hate when women say these niggas is this, but you don't know all men like that.
Right.
Just saying, and vice versa. You don't know all women like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody different.
Right.
So you can't say, oh, this is this way and this is this way, and now you looking crazy and shit because you know what I'm saying? Crazy, but it ain't like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, bro. It's
now is crazy in the house.
It's wild as a motherfucker. So you better, you know what I'm saying, nigga, get on your shit. Especially when I tell all the young cats I meet that's younger than me,
young punk motherfuckers,
say just get on your shit, bro. Get on your shit, get your little business, but don't also keep that in your heart that you won't love. Yeah. Because sometimes you go for women too, they get so up there and balling. I got all this without a nigga, or I got all this without a woman. What the fuck do I need her for? You still need to have that open heart, because now you just because you could be a man and be dating just to, oh shit, I just bust her down. I got the money, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? If you really want that, but you got to think about it. When your ass gets about down there 60 years old, 65 years old,
can't get that bitch up no more.
And ain't nobody trying to take care of your ass.
Yeah.
Now you looking crazy.
Same with women, man.
Yeah.
I know some women in their 40s, man.
That pussy run dry.
Ain't married or nothing.
But they got that bread though. They got that bread though. They got the whole shebang.
Because you prioritized everything that was important to you for so long.
They forget they actually do. They talk so much shit about, oh, I'm an independent woman. They forget that they do actually want love.
And on top of that, we're not like y'all. We don't need a woman that's a finished product.
See, and then
I was just gonna ask. So, as a woman that got all her shit together, is it?
No, we don't give a fuck. If your ass fun, you trying to get on your shit.
Don't matter to me at all.
Don't matter.
As probably at this phase,
man, we more so hard on ourselves to get our own shit together.
I would say at this phase in life, I would probably be a little bit worried.
Right.
Because you obviously, what have you been like? You at this phase, you've accomplished all this.
Especially you ain't got no kids,
but you're still single.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So there is a bit of a conversation there. Now that could just mean because you've been selective and you chose not to just settle for anything. Right. And I respect that as well. Those are cases that has happened. But for those off cases, why is it that you haven't been able to find anybody that takes you serious or vice versa? And so that ain't just a me question, love. I'm sorry. Like that's not just every nigga ain't that bad.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Every nigga ain't just shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But you know it'll come down, and that always comes down to those classic relationship topics about who does what, when, where, how, and who. But the accountability is never a part of the conversation when it comes to that kind of shit. Nobody wants to admit what they do wrong or what you possibly got going on that I might not like. Girl, you not the shit. I ain't gotta like everything about you.
Nobody gonna understand that. Especially say you've been dating somebody for a long period of time. Y'all both look at each other like, just tell me what it is I'm fucking up at. Or just let me but y'all can't have them conversations. Motherfuckers still getting their feelings and get their feelings hurt.
Yeah. Crazy how that shit work out.
Yeah, man. But thought that was interesting, bro. That's all I got for the moment. Y'all got anything else y'all wanted to throw out there, man? Just trying to keep some shit going and not date the content with nothing current, but anything else that popped up, anything that people should know about?
Man, I'm dry right now. I've been fucking tunnel vision on this.
Facts, everything.
Currency shit.
Well, shit. If this comes out, no, this will probably came out after all the other shit that's going on. So ain't no need of me even bringing that up.
Right.
But shit, check out everything in the future, man. All over media, a lot of shit coming down the pipeline. Yeah. Pause. If you tapped into everything we got going on anyway, you'll probably see it on your timeline.
And if you're not tapped in, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all of that shit.
While I am here, man, shout out to the homie. Rest in peace to the homie G True.
Man, rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely rest in peace to that man.
Yeah. Definitely a solid
passed away here about a week or so ago.
Right.
Somebody I got to know. An artist, kind of working close with people and dealing with other individuals and meeting people in the mix, and him being from the city that I got here in, man. Rest in peace to that man. Great guy.
Always had a smile on his face.
Super positive all the time. High energy kind of guy. Never a dull moment with that man. So I hate to see him go.
God bless the dude.
Yeah, man. Shout out to that man. But other than that, man, y'all be light. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Carson, Mr. 700. It's your boy A.O. Clark.
Hey yo.
OB.
Yes sir.
Ringo.
Hey yo.
We out this bitch.
Yes sir.